Harvester is a new event tower in TDS, and in today's video I wanted to showcase this tower to see if it's good or not, and how to use it to its full potential. Now, I won't go into detail on every single level of this tower. Instead, I will generally talk about its strengths and weaknesses, so we can understand how to use this tower better. Starting off, do not ever use this tower against single target enemies. If you know there's a boss type enemy coming, investing in Harvester isn't just worth it. Its DPS for the cost is pretty terrible for single target, so yeah, investing in him would be a mistake. What's Harvester good for is crowd control though. He has the priest mechanic like Archer does, and he can summon vines from level 0 that will deal damage over time to all enemies that walk through those vines. It will also cause them to slow down. There's a synergy with farms, where all farms in Harvester's range will summon extra vines on the track. That's the first time in game's history where farms are able to deal damage, and it's actually viable to place down farms at the start of the track. Well, that seems like a pretty easy answer then. Use it for crowd control. Well, there's more to that. Because what if I tell you that this tower isn't even that great at crowd control? That's because Harvester is reliant on his Vines ability. If you manage to start a new wave without your ability being on cooldown, you're in a lot of trouble if you only rely on Harvester as crowd control. He also gets easily outperformed by something like Mortar, so what's the best use of him? Well, I think I found it. You should treat Harvester's ability kinda like Jester's Poison, which on its own isn't the best, but if you combine it with other stalling towers and other damage over time towers like Golden Pyromancer, it can become a monster. If you use Harvester with something like Jester, Electroshocker, Pyromancer, Brawler, Pyromancer, the Vine ability might be able to do insane damage because of all the stalling you have. Not to mention, Harvester slows down enemies on its own. I think that's the best way to use it, and I would honestly rate this tower like a B tier. It's not crazily overpowered in any way. Anyways, that's pretty much about it. This tower on its own isn't the best, it's actually pretty mid on its own. If you combine it with other stalling towers, it is going to be pretty good.